Well, welcome back.
Welcome back to our kitchen.
The recipe for today is actually a polenta with spaghetti sauce.
Okay.
Let's look at the ingredients.
All right.
It calls for 1 tube of organic polenta, basil, garlic, 2 cups of chunky spaghetti sauce, Italian style, 1 teaspoon of basil leaves, 3 tablespoons of soy Parmesan cheese, and 1/2 cup of soy mozzarella cheese shredded.
Okay. Now, this polenta, again, this may be new to a lot of viewing audience.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about it and where can we get it, and let's discuss it.
Well, believe it or not,
I believe it already.
Okay, this is polenta, and it actually is a northern Italy dish. They use it a lot there.
Okay.
It's actually just cornmeal mush. It's made from just cornmeal. That's all.
Cornmeal.
Made from cornmeal and water. It makes it up.
That's
now,
what it
most
is.
of the time, people are used to doing cornmeal in the morning, cornmeal and water, the Caribbean Isles and stuff like that. Well, this time it's made up, and they actually come in different combinations. You have it in basil, garlic, you're going to have tomatoes in it. It's all different kind of combinations. It actually takes the place, believe it or not, Curtis, of potatoes, rice, corn, all those kind of things. It is a main entree.
Okay.
A main entree.
Now, so it can be used in combination with what?
It's actually can be used. It's actually can be used
by itself.
Yeah, in the place of your pasta or your rice or your potato.
Oh, okay.
You would still have you could still have a main entree with it, but it can serve also in that place as well. That's why it's so versatile.
Polenta.
That's why I like
now,
it.
Now, again, where can you purchase this? Do you have to go to a health food store or a regular grocery store now?
Regular grocery store. And now, in the grocery store, if you're looking for it, you want to make sure that you go in the area where they have like all the corn tortillas. You want to go over there where they have the Mexican type foods.
Okay.
That's usually it's not in the refrigerator. It's usually. But once you cut it, you do have to put it in the refrigerator. And all I'm going to do with this one is just begin to slice it. Slice is very easy. See that? Look at that. Look at that. See? That's it. That's it. And I'm going to go ahead on.
We got the skillet.
We got the skillet ready to go.
Turn up a little bit. What, 250?
Yes. Yeah, about 250 is fine.
Okay.
I'm going to move it out. And I usually cut it into like a good 1/2-inch slices.
Oh, okay.
You can make this yourself, by the way. You can make it, but why make it?
So this would be in place of rice, potatoes, and...
Right.
Now, do you, any seasonings you can
Absolutely. We're doing the spaghetti sauce. That's what you have over in your pan.
Oh, yeah,
We're doing spaghetti sauce,
yes,
and we got the Italian
Want me to turn this up a
seasonings
little bit, too?
and stuff. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and turn that on and get that ready. See, it has a nice sheen on it.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. And the thing with this, but with polenta, is that, once again, it's one of those items that the flavor is bland.
Yes.
But a lot of times when flavors are bland, you get a lot more work you can do with it, okay? So it has its own personality. And what we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and open that up, and we're going to go ahead and start putting that in, okay? And I'm just going to sit them right in there. You like to place a couple in there yourself there. See, it makes a nice amount.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. And normally, let's
do
just
this with
move
my
that around
hand,
a little
I guess.
bit. And we're going to go
So
ahead
you're going to wait till they get nice and brown?
It'll get brown. It'll get brown. Not really very, very brown, but it will get brown on all sides, okay? And you have in yours, you have the spaghetti sauce that we've already gotten started. Yeah. I'm going to turn this up a little bit more so we can get that browning. And now, I said Italian spaghetti sauce. To make sure it's down, honey, it's too high.
Too high.
Because you don't want to get none of that there tomato sauce on that yellow apron.
No, I don't. Making another set of aprons.
Somebody called me.
Yes.
They called me and they asked me, do you guys sell your aprons?
Yes, we get
Can
that
I
quite
get an
often.
apron?
Can I get an apron? No.
And
no.
No. I said, no. The aprons are
homemade
and
in our own home.
3ABN special. We just make them especially for the shows, okay?
Not for sale.
Anyway, so this serves really, really well up with spaghetti sauce. I also in the book have a recipe where I've made this up, and I take now there's a veggie sausage on the market.
Okay.
And it's a veggie. It's called Gimme Lean. And I take and saute that sometime with onions and peppers and mushrooms and all that kind of stuff, and then put that in a sauce and put over top of it as well. So it's very, very versatile.
So Gimme Lean.
Yep, you can use the Gimme Lean.
Not Jimmy Dean.
No.
Not Jimmy Dean.
See, this is going to turn a little bit more of a golden color.
Okay.
You see that? Now, if you're concerned about, of course, a lot of fat in a recipe, you can actually do this by just spraying. I brought the cooking spray on too, so that you can see what's going on with that.
I understand that on the package it was fat-free, so we're not talking about, again, this is cornmeal.
Put the lid on top of that for a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Put the lid on top of it, okay? Now, what I was saying is that if you have a concern about the oil amount or using oil with it, then you can use your spray. And what you would do is just spray both sides of the actual polenta and then put it in the skillet as well and do that. But guess what? You can bake it. You can broil it. You can saute it. All those things can be done with this polenta. All right?
Okay.
It's one of those foods, once again, that people say, I don't know about that. But the name of the game is if you have food and you know how to mix and match it with the right kind of sauces and a proper way to cook it, it can work out. And you know what? I love trying new things. Try something new.
I know my wife, she's always trying something new with me. I mean, all the time. So I'm just really blessed to be married to this wonderful lady right here. The recipe is always, I mean, when it rains, she'll cook all day long.
Absolutely.
I mean, all day long.
There's
taste all these recipes.
There's 3 things I love.
3 things.
God first.
Can't argue with that one.
Then Curtis.
Hey, okay. Well, I can't get higher than God.
And last is cooking. But, and just in case my children are listening.
Yeah, grandchildren. You need to put those.
My children and my grandchildren,
yeah.
and then cooking.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
I can't get higher than that, honey.
You can't get higher than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
and so,
go ahead.
So these combinations of actually just getting in the kitchen and working on really when it's a really rainy day, cold day, I just love making up recipes. But God and I have a thing in the kitchen. I love to get in the kitchen and work on recipes and get things done,
Now, we talked about PMS and several botanical medicines about PMS. We talked about the red raspberry, and this is a tea form. We're not talking about capsule form, tea form. For premenstrual tension syndrome, usually maybe a week before the cycle begins.
Very
it works
important.
wonders, calms the smooth muscles and uterus, as I mentioned before. It's the smooth muscles. There's other herbs as well we can mention. There's an herb called, believe it or not, cramp bark. All right, and it's there based on clinical studies. There's one called squaw vine, false unicorn. Go to a health food store, and a lot of these herbs would be already in a formula that's already there, the people can purchase and take it that way. So there's several herbs out there that can help these PMS symptoms and can be very relieving to what women are experiencing on a monthly basis.
Well, I know one time somebody asked me about red raspberry, and remember we talked about no refined sugars and stuff. So one of the ways I do red raspberry is I actually take apple juice, and that's without the sugar in it,
Right.
and put the apple juice in a pot, and then I actually bring it to a boil, and then I put the red raspberry leaves in, put a lid on top of it, move it off the stove, and let it simmer for a few minutes without the heat. And then I make up a big picture of it and put it in the refrigerator. And, I like that as sometimes as a kind of a cool drink, not so much a hot. At nighttime when you're going to bed, you definitely want to drink that a little bit cooler or at room temperature, you know. Well, one of the things now, I know that you're interested in seeing the final product, so we want you to just stay by.